Yeah.
So you can start the topic for today's
Um, can
podcast.
you hear me just fine?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. All right. What was the topic you wanted to talk about first?
Uh, Initially, I wanted to talk about track five, but then
Track
I
five.
keep I kept I kept seeing rumors about the casting of the new X-Men. So maybe that would be more interesting
Maybe.
as it's uh, trendy. Like usually, Marvel gives us like I wouldn't say perfect, but lately they give us like okay casting.
You said a new Ant Man movie.
Yeah, new X-Men.
Oh, new X Men movie.
Yeah,
I was about to say they better not make a new Ant Man movie. Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
I've also I've also seen some like spoilers or like rumors of what's going to happen in Doomsday,
what spoilers have you seen? And
especially.
also when we're talking about this stuff, imagine that I'm clipping what you're saying. So like if that makes sense, like cuz
Yeah,
you've
yeah,
seen
yeah,
what the clips look like, just I don't know, try to talk in a way where like it's interesting. So, it
yeah,
makes for an interesting clip.
yeah. So I don't like to um I don't like to talk about the spoilers I found, but one of them that I read is that Ant Man dies
Uh,
in Doomsday.
where'd you read that?
I think I found it on Instagram, one of those um, accounts that finds any news about Marvel movies.
How does that make you feel?
For me, it's not about knowing who died. It's not about which character dies. It's about being spoiled on, especially Ant Man. Even though his movies were bad,
I
he's
mean,
like a
his movies weren't bad. The first and the second one were solid. The third one was just bad.
his, but he's like a major character.
Yeah.
Like if the main characters die, like the same way Iron Man died, everyone was upset.
Yeah.
So I
I
think this,
think like go ahead.
so I think this movie will show like a lot of favorite characters dying for the first time on screen.
Yeah. I honestly think the problem with killing so many characters in Doomsday is that, with Endgame, we were really able to focus on Tony's death and mourn his death because him and Black Widow were the only like two, main characters that died in that movie. But with Doomsday, if they kill so many characters, it's like, no one's death is really gonna hit too hard because so many people are dying. Like, let's say like Thor dies or Captain America dies, like it's not gonna hit so hard if 20 other characters die. Of course, We don't want to see Thor and Cap die. That's gonna make us sad. But yeah, like the thing about having 50 superheroes in one movie and a bunch of them are dying. It's like their deaths aren't gonna really hit too hard. It's just like, all right, this dude's dead. All right, we'll move on to the next one. But I am interested to see how they write in all these characters for this movie.
Yeah, and it's gonna feel similar to the ending of The Boys, where they straight up killed off everyone.
Hmm.
That's why the ending of The Boys wasn't like uh, that exciting or that surprising. So Doomsday and Secret Wars are like the end of the MCU before they reboot into X Men and other projects.
Hmm.
So some of the castings that have been rumored about the X Men. First is Adam Driver as Magneto. How do you feel about that?
Adam Driver as Magneto. I'm open to it. Um, I guess if they're gonna recast all the characters, Adam Driver as Magneto isn't terrible. Yeah, I just have to see how they end up. Yeah, how it ends up looking. I can't really judge it before I've seen it. Adam Driver's shown he can play a good villain in the Star Wars movies, which I haven't really seen too much of. He was Kylo Ren, but yeah, I guess we'll just see how it turns out. Yeah.
And then there's this post I sent you where they casted uh, what's his name
Yeah, yeah, Bill Skarsgård
as
as
Professor X.
Cyclops. I hope that they don't actually do that. There's a lot of better actors that you could have play Cyclops. I honestly think Bill Skarsgård would be a good Nightcrawler. I've seen some other people say that. I think if you're going to, yeah, cast Bill Skarsgård in the X Men, like Nightcrawler is the guy he should be playing. I just don't think that he fits the mold of Cyclops. Um, so yeah, I definitely have him play Nightcrawler. Give Cyclops to somebody else. I don't really have anybody in mind right now. Maybe Taron Egerton if he doesn't play Wolverine. But yeah,
And they also rumored what's his name, Patrick, um, the guy the guy who played Aquaman's brother in the DCEU. Um, what's his name?
you said the guy who played what?
Aquaman's brother in the DCEU. Patrick Wilson.
Funny thing is, I never even watched Aquaman.
Yeah,
I didn't watch the first one or the second one.
Patrick Wilson, who also played Night Owl in Watchmen.
And isn't he kind of old?
He's 53 years old. Uh, the,
Wait. You said they're gonna have him play who?
yeah, there are rumors that they're gonna cast him as Professor X,
Huh.
which kind of suits him because even in the comics and in the animated show, Professor X isn't like an old man like they did in Fox. He's just like a middle-aged mentor.
Yeah.
I also like recently found out that Professor X is actually American and not British. So having Patrick Stewart as Professor X was like
Well, I mean, And the accent doesn't really matter too much. I mean, they had a black guy play a white character. They had a black guy play Wonder Man. So I mean, I don't really think the accent matters too much. Cause like you could be born in America and move to Britain, and then you have a British accent. But yeah, I mean, I'll just see what they do. I mean, the main reason I have interest in X Men is mainly because of Wolverine. So if he's not in it, then I don't know how interested I will be. As bad
Actually,
as that sounds,
he
but yeah,
he's not. For the first time, they're leaving out Wolverine out of an X Men project,
yeah,
which to me, I think it's a good idea. Like even if they find a way to recast him, they should not introduce it like in the very beginning. They should like uh, build up to it,
yeah,
surprise us on who will be Wolverine.
yeah. I know this probably isn't gonna happen, but I want to see. I want to see a Thunderbolts too. Thunderbolts was a lot better than I thought it was gonna be, so it would be pretty nice to get a part two. Uh, to that. I really like all the characters. I like the story. Yeah. I usually don't. I haven't been into Marvel movies lately, but that was a movie
Like
that I went into blind just because I saw Bucky was in it and it caught my interest. I didn't really know any of the other characters, but I really enjoyed the movie.
yeah, um, for me, even though most people hated it, I want a sequel for Eternals.
I never even watched the first one.
Um, it, it, it was also banned in the Middle East for some re- for a few reasons, including that uh, it has Celestials and Celestials like they call themselves gods of the universe.
Hmm.
So in the Middle East, especially in Kuwait or Saudi Arabia and these countries, they banned it. So like I think like so children don't get confused and then ask their parents, did Celestials really create us?
Hmm.
They
I
did the
mean,
same.
that's kind of dumb, but yes,
They did
I mean,
it.
people believe in Santa. And we
Yeah,
know
but
Santa's not real.
in the Middle East, uh, we are like very passionate about religion, and we don't want anyone to like we are okay with like people having their own faiths and that, but I think the ban is from like don't get confused with fiction
Yeah,
because they did the same with Thor Love and Thunder as it featured a lot of mythological characters like Zeus and all of these. So people might get because nowadays people like believe anything they see.
yeah.
Yeah. So uh, let me check some of the future Marvel projects.
Is Marvel all you wanted to talk about?
Also talk about the upcoming Spider-Man that's gonna release in a few days.
Oh yeah, no, that's coming out July 30th. Yeah.
So the reboot will happen in phase 7,
Hmm. What phase are we in right now?
phase 6, and all that's left is Spider-Man: Brand New Day, then Vision Quest, then Doomsday, then the third season of Daredevil Born Again, and then Secret Wars.
Hmm.
So until 2027. I don't think there will be any Guardians involved in this.
I guess we'll have to see.
It's mainly because James Gunn has switched studios, so and I think he's gonna get fired by Warner Brothers. Maybe because he's single-handedly ruining DC with his movies.
Yeah.
I heard that the new Supergirl movie got a very bad rating and lost a bunch of money.
Hmm. Yeah, I haven't seen it. Do you think that you're gonna watch it?
I don't know, maybe at home, but not theaters. From what
Yeah, I
I
mean, I
heard.
just don't really care for it. I think Lobo being a character is cool. But yeah, I don't really care. Yeah.
It says here Supergirl lost $240 million, and that makes it worse than the Marvels even.
Hmm.
So there's no hope with DC movies anymore.
You said Supergirl made less money than the Marvels.
Yes,
Wow.
and if DC keeps being in the hands of James Gunn, then DC as a company is dead. It's done.
Uh,
All of their like wins are, will mostly come from like video games, comics, but movies and TV shows, not sure.
mm, yeah.
So, do you have any other things to say? Or
Um. Well, I can't talk about any horror movies because you don't watch horror movies. I'd like to talk about the back rooms and about Obsession.
Bruh.
Okay. Yeah. Don't make me pull out my Roblox oof button. I don't feel like getting out of bed to grab it. Are you playing sound effects from your computer?
Yeah.
Bruh. Oh. Yeah, I mean, I can't really think of anything. Uh, I just gotta say, Obsession, you need to go into the movie blind. That is one of the best horror movies I've ever seen. Like, it's scary because it's practical and it's just very well acted out. Like, it's a scenario that could happen. You could have a crazy attached girlfriend who just acts creepy and, like, dude, like, I haven't even seen the full movie. I watched a recap talking about it, and dude, like the scenes from the recap scared me, like the reverse scene and the crying scene. Like you gotta check out Obsession. Obsession is a classic, and what inspires me about the Backrooms movie is the fact that the director Kane Parsons was only 19. Like as a filmmaker myself, it inspires me so much. Like if this 19-year-old made this incredibly creative horror movie that's making so much money, what's to stop me from chasing after my dreams and doing the same thing? So, yeah, like these newer directors, man, they're really inspiring me. But all right, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, um, is that
I don't have any. I don't have any other topic. I mean, I could talk about Shrek 5, but I don't think anyone cares about it anymore.
I mean, if you have something interesting to say, you can say it so I could clip it. If you want to say something funny or something.
I mean, there's nothing like new about it has been released, so I could like we could like talk about who's gonna be the next villain, but that's the Shrek series like was a big thing for movies in general, not just DreamWorks.
Hmm.
So Shrek 5 would be like an important movie to, to see what DreamWorks have failed to do or failed to bring back.
Hmm.
It would be interesting to see like we know that the old Shrek movies parodied a lot of modern culture with some jokes. So maybe we'll see stuff like TikTok and AI. People are afraid that Shrek will become like modern instead of the usual Renaissance theme.
I guess we'll have to see. And then you said that you think that Ogre Fiona is more attractive than normal Fiona.
Yes, and I stand with that statement.
So you like your woman green and stinky, huh? Green, chunky, and stinky, huh? That's how you like him? I'm just playing, man.
Oh,
Bruh. What? No response.
yeah. I think these episodes are not getting views because we don't have anything good to talk about.
I think
That's
YouTube
the
just
main
not
issue.
pushing them out to people. Cause like, yeah, like just in the end of it all, like YouTube controls the algorithm. So if they're choosing to not show the episodes to people, people aren't gonna see them.
If you post like a clip of something stupid happening, you'll get like a million views. But if you
No, no, no,
try
you
hard,
won't, cause it's all in the algorithm. Like I could post the stupidest thing and I still wouldn't reach 1,000 views, cause my views are in YouTube's hands. They control everything.
I've I've seen like the stupidest videos get like millions and millions of likes.
Yeah, some people get lucky, but they won't let me get lucky. If you look at all of my shorts, bro. All right, I have, I have about 100 shorts, probably more than that. I have only had like 10 shorts get more than 1,000 views.
Maybe it has to do with your location because sometimes depending on where you live, people get uh, your content.
Maybe, man. I don't know, but this is frustrating me. So, but
I was gonna suggest you an idea on how to make your content successful or how to make your project like how you said how is Impound Comics so successful
yeah.
that he even got verified on TikTok and TikTok is not like Instagram where you can buy your uh, check mark. He got it from being famous. I think first of all he has like diversity in his content. He replies to anyone who has a wrong fact about comics. He does interviews in conventions. He keeps talking about his comics. He keeps talking about Marvel, DC. Basically, he's using the comics media to get more views.
Hmm.
And another reason that I thought of maybe because he's living in a place that has more of these stuff. Because if I'm not mistaken, where you live, you don't have like much conventions or comic cons, right?
I mean, in Chicago, probably.
Like I think he lives in somewhere that has a lot of conventions, and he can like visit them anytime he wants.
Oh, here. My plan to get the Prodigy back on the map is when I'm done with Warbound Disciples, I'm gonna release paper copies of that, and I'm gonna market it as a Christian comic, and I'm hoping that the Christian community will be willing to, support it, and hopefully that can blow up. 'Cause I've been working hard on this for a while. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been marketing my stuff as much as I used to because I don't really like to ask people for help. I don't like to ask people for money, so I haven't really been marketing the one hit wonders. But yeah, because uh, I still have like probably I have a decent amount of copies that I haven't sold yet. Let's see. Let me go. Yeah, I still have like 29. No, that's 19. Yeah, I have 19 comics that I haven't sold. And then five of a kind. I have comics that I haven't sold, but I'm probably just not gonna sell them since I'm getting rid of the project. So not getting
Mm.
rid of it, but rebooting it. But yeah,
I mean, you could try like selling the extra copies if you wanna. You like don't wanna see them anymore. Like sell them for cheap just to get rid of them. Start on a new project.
yeah. I mean, we'll just see what happens. I just need to commit to starting a Kickstarter. I've never done it. I keep making excuses not to make one. I just need to make a Kickstarter. But hey, I'm gonna hop off. If
Okay.
you want, we can text back and forth. I'll reply when I'm able to. But
All right.
it was a good stream. I'm gonna try to clip these. I just haven't been too motivated.